Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex for analyzing the major currency pairs as well as miners, US30, Bitcoin, crude, gold, silver using Elliott wave theory. So before we get into this big analysis, this is my disclaimer. Read carefully each and every line what I have written and we will look for that DXY. And before that, this is our watch list. So let's start from DXY and followed by all currency pairs. So now is the DXY and this is that 4-hour chart, and unhide all my drawings. So from here what I am expecting here, as per the same analysis what I had already did in the past week, that same analysis is still valid. Now it is looking like 1 2 3 4 5-way structures got completed. So now I am expecting 1 3-way structures. After that it can shoot for that third wave I am expecting. But in that case, whether if it is a deeper correction, it can do like this also. It can do like this also. So for that expanded deeper correction also. But if this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, I'm expecting only for that bullish trend for that C of third of C wave. Otherwise, if it is this is the end of the wave 1 and this is the end of the wave 2, that is also expecting the third wave. But even though if this is the end of the wave 1 and if it is a deeper correction for the wave 2, this could be the end of the wave 2. It is yet to make. So I am expecting, as of now, this is looking like a 5-way structure. So I am expecting after the 3-way structure, I am expecting only for the third wave of C. Otherwise, the bigger third wave of third wave. So this is my view in DXY. So Euro USD. Here the same as of now. It's looking like a 5-way structure. And as previous I expected from here also for that 1.975, and from here also I am expected, and it is keep going on also. So far it is doing like the same as per inverted in that DXY. This is looks like a 5-way structure is got completed here. So I am expecting 1 3-way structures. After that I am expecting only for that downtrend, and my positional view is only the downtrend. So I'm looking only for add the positions, and you know very well I already added the position here for the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Also I added my positions exactly at what where it get rejected, that you know very well. So now this is the view for my this week. Whether this is the maximum, it could do like this also, but I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting again the 3-way structures and again one more downward for that third wave to nearly 1.12. So GBP USD, it's doing as per same analysis, doing like a it's looking like a triangle. So what we have to do is wait for that to trigger, whether if it is going to break this low, we have to wait for that. Otherwise, if it bounced, and we need to wait for make this as a stop loss. If you enter, whether it is making one more high is also possible. So later onwards this become W, X, A, B and C also. Otherwise it could be the triangle, and again one more low is also possible. 1 second, I will because the one beautiful joke is I already did a 50 minutes video, and later onwards I saw I didn't on my stream OBS studio also. I forgot to do that the short key. So again I am doing this. So it's a little bit, I already did that same analysis. So I'm again and again I'm doing the same thing now. Just this is the second time I'm doing. So wait for this as to confirm whether this is a triangle or it could be an flat corrections here, and we can expect that previous low to break for that positional. So let's move on to that USD CAD, USD JPY. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, I will once the dollar pairs finished, and then I will do that. So now here also it's looking like a WXY is got completed, and whether this is the that also means in that leading diagonal formation of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, if it is a W, this could be A, B, C, D, E. I'm expecting from here it can shoot for the triangle, or from here also it can shoot for the triangle if it is a smaller. So A, B, C, D and E means it from here it can shoot. Otherwise it can do a three-way structures again. If it comes here also it can shoot. Otherwise it can do one without breaking this low. From here it can shoot for that triangle also from here. So until it breaks this low, the triangle is valid, and then again there is a lot of chances for bounce. But always what we expecting it won't do, but that is why I having all the possibilities I'm explaining here. So once it get the three-way structure, and later onwards if it breaks this low and this low also it's accepted, so then we have to consider this as a. So the B is a deeper correction, and the C or it's a WX or Y. So I'm expecting 1.23 also in the bigger picture. So only if it breaks the high, then only it may invalid to break this low also. So this is my view in USD JPY, sorry, USD CAD. So let's move on to the USD JPY. That is the beautiful trade setup, and I already booked the profit at 110.70, but I'm waiting, and I already placed the target of 110.90, but in the late night, so I no need to book the profit for that 18 pips. So I booked the profit here itself, and here also it's already did that same as per my plan. And here it is 109.11 is the low, 117 here is the low, and here it did 109.12 is the low. So now I'm expecting, as per here I expected one more high for this exactly. It has to do, I think in the morning it can do. So I booked my profit here itself. I bought at 109.3, that last week itself I informed that. So now I'm looking to, I already booked the profit, so I'm looking for whether it's a bigger triangle, means again it can reach here to make a B, C, D and E. Otherwise if it is a bigger triangle also, there is a lot of chances it can reach here also without breaking this. So then also this could is valid for A, B, C, D, and then from here E, and it can shoot for that bigger B wave. So if it is a second wave only, there is a no chances for making a triangle in the second wave. So it could be a, if it reach here, it could be, if it is a flat correction in the second wave, from here itself it can shoot. So that is become a running flat for that wave 2. So now let's move on to the USD CHF. So here it's already broken the previous high. So now it is becoming an irregular flat formation in the wave 2 I'm expecting. So this wave 2 can go like this also. ABC is completed, and again one more ABC I'm expecting. So 1, 2 and one more way to the high is also possible, and I informed that also whether this could be a also, so this could be a B also. And if it is an still the bigger B, this bigger B can be an irregular flat also, so it can reach up to the 1.272 from here, and later onwards it can be again the bigger three-way structure from here also. And this is the A, this is the B, and C can shoot for that one target, for my target. So this is my analysis in this USD CHF and this AUD USD. So as per that also, here 1, 2, 3, either if it is a 4, I'm looking for the 5-way structures to complete. Nearly 6, 9 I'm expecting. Otherwise if it is a B and C, we can expect whether this is a connecting wave, the same thing, A, B, C I'm expecting for the Y wave. Otherwise if it is a X is the bigger connecting wave in the complex corrections, so this becomes W, this is the X, A, B, C, and it can reach here for this as a connecting wave, and for this A, B, C, and we are looking for one more A and then B and C to reach nearly for this support zone of 6, 4 also. So anyway, I already exactly I did the added my position here, but I didn't done any profit booking because I already having the lot of positional trade setups. It's going on. I'm just keep on adding my positions in the profit, and I did already place the stop loss only here because expecting we need to anyway we need to place the stop loss for the positional stop. So I place the stop loss here, and I am expecting to again, if it reach here, to add the another partial here, and all the stop loss for the positionals I already placed the stop loss here and here. So what I added here and what I did that from here also I added that here. So wait for this, and I already booked the some lot of intraday trades also here for the swing trades, and again I accumulated that also, that you know very well. And let's move on to the New Zealand dollar also. So it is also it looks like a 5-way structure. It's completed here. I'm expecting one more 3-way structure. So it looks like a so impulsive in this. So I'm expecting one more wave like a 3-way structure. It is also impulsive. So one 3-way structures, after that one impulsive wave like this. So this becomes A, this becomes B, and I'm looking for that C wave or of Y wave to reach nearly 6 is my target. But apart from this, if it breaks the high, it can reach here also for the previous high, and later onwards it can come to this sides also. So how I'm Australian dollar, I'm expecting one more high also for the deeper X wave. It could do like that also. So let's move on to that all small cross currencies like AUD JPY, CAD JPY, New Zealand CAD, everything. So because I have already did that one stream, right, for the recorded video, but it didn't record it, so it's already I'm just repeating the same thing again. So now I expected the 3-way structure here, but it's going deeper, but it didn't break the low. So we have to wait for this to confirm, see whether if it is going like this, if to break this high, that will become maybe a chances for making a irregular flat, and later onwards one more high is also possible. Otherwise it can do one more thing here, it can do and it can break this also. After that this could be an correction, and one more low is also possible. So either if it breaks this low, otherwise it has to break this high. So until that there is no trade in Australian JPY. So CAD JPY, it's doing as per our analysis. The previous, it's already broken the downward trend line here also. So now there's A. So B, I'm looking for the C wave. So whether it is going to reach this zone for the C wave. So I took it this as a 1 2 3 4 5 in the positional trade setup what I shared in the trading view, and a lot of my websites, sorry, it's not website, it's in the forum social medias and in my Telegram channel also. So there is a 1 2 3 4 and one more 5 is also possible to break the high. But expecting this, we need to trade in sell trade setup. But here if it reached here in this zone, it can be to the downside also. So what we have to do is, if it come to this zone, if it reached here, we need to make this as a strict stop loss here, and then only we have to look for the sell trade setup. So I didn't done anything so far. I'm expecting this. So once if it reached here, and we need to look for the wave formation and the structure formation here, then only we have to come to a conclusion with we have to take the minimum risk for the bigger risk reward. So let's move on to Euro New Zealand. So there is no change in my view. I'm looking only for the bullish for the first target of 1.73, so 1.74 and 8, 1.8, and then later onwards it's a 2.1 also. And I already shared my view of Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar positional view, as well as in Euro dollar and New Zealand dollar positional. Two positional view I have made. I already did and uploaded in my YouTube channel. So you go through that and then you can confirm that, and you can get a reference for that also. And last time also in my video I explained that whether this is the W of Y of this X wave, and this could be a, and again the continue connection for X, and again one more ABC to the Z wave is also possible. So mind that this can do like this kind of trade setup here also. So it did here the same thing, and one more ABC is also possible to break the low also, and later on now my target my stop loss can be hit also, but no worries, we have to look for that and to catch the bigger trade. That's it, simple. It's a W X Y X Z also is possible. Otherwise, if it is the end of the trend, we are in that bullish scenario. So then later onwards, this is a W and the deeper X also is possible, and we are in that running expanded flat, and one more Y is also possible for 1.73 also here, 1.74 in this zone. So let's wait for that. If it bounces here, I will immediately or bring my stop loss here, and I won't allow here, because if it is go this and immediately it can come back for to hit my stop loss, and it can go bigger to the deeper also. So once if it is go aggressive here, I will bring my stop loss to this previous low. So New Zealand CAD, we can do that. So I already having the two positions that I added here and one more added here. So I'm looking for the downtrend to reach that 0.815 is my positional target. But before that, you need to understand we are in the B wave. So one simple correction is got completed. A, B and C is got completed. If it is in very bearish, it can go to the target straight away. Otherwise, if it is a complex correction, it can do a B, C, D, E as a triangle, and then one more low is also possible for the C wave, but a lot of consolidation going to happen if it is a complex correction. Otherwise, what we have to do is, as per our analysis, we already did, and making this as a stop loss. Now I bring my all the stop losses here, because it's already doing as per our analysis. No need to lose our again, because I already placed the stop loss here while I'm taking this, but it is moving aggressively to the downside. I bring all the stop loss here. Let's wait for this. If it hit also, then later onwards I need to watch this, and I will took a position in sell here. So that is my view. So let's wait for this to make a clear picture here. As per our, we are in that sell, we are on the trend side. That's it. Allow the structures to make, then only we can make money. So don't force the chart, and we have to understand where we are and what kind of structure is doing. It can do like that. Lot of possibilities you have to think. So whether this is a B wave, it can be a simple also A, B, C, and we can expect for that C wave also. But we can expect the triangle also, right? Whether the both the currencies, if it is in that same strength, it can be like consolidation only. And this is what I'm looking for, that the deeper downtrend. It could be before that, it could be accumulations distribution zone. It can be anything. So what we have to do, we already entered, we already applied according to that strategy, what we did our analysis. We need to apply that, take a risk, then only we can make a money. Without risk we can't do anything. So how I take the risk here, and immediately what after this I bring my stop loss here, even though it is my both the positions it is in profit. Allow the profit to build, then only we can make a you can get a more confidence than anything else. That the trading is also the confident, right? So you have to build your confidence. So next we will see our 1 second. I will check again once again, because if it is, yeah, it's recording. The previous what I did is it's not recorded. So this is the first time I think so. So now it is a yeah, Euro New Zealand, everything I finished. So let's move on to the US30, and here same thing, it is in the fourth wave. Exactly it did. Nothing, there is no crystal ball, no holy grail, right? If you are a follower of me in the past 2 years, you know very well about my analysis. It's not my analysis, it's a right knowledge. What you having, you need to go deep in that, master it in one. Don't do this strategy, that strategy, cycle of doom, and again I can move for the previous strategy and it won't work. So these are all not the fine for the professional trader. Just to do one strategy, backtest, and do it as a professional, then you can apply the same thing what you did in the demo. Just bring in that same knowledge with that, without any panic, with the proper risk you're having. If you big capital, then according to that you need to manage the loss position also. So here the same, I expected the fourth wave and it's already bounced, right? I already previous I did as a 34 200, but I expected from here and it already did, it didn't very so fast, right? That is why it came. But even though this is the same what I expected here, so this is also that same accepting. So this is the, it bounced again the same thing. So I'm like expecting for that further. It's a B C is dead and we are on the D wave. Later onwards, after the E wave, it will be the fourth wave, could be a triangle and then again bounce also. But see, we are looking for that triangle. It can shoot from here also. So later onwards this become A, B, C, and this is the irregular flat formation in running flat and the fourth wave, and the fifth wave can shoot for the 40,000. So that is my see, what I'm expecting here is we need to add the positions, take a minimum risk with the big risk reward. So my target is 40,000, right? Let's wait for that. And let's move on to the gold, silver. Okay, we will finish the US oil also. And I have already updated yesterday about that US dollar. It's going to $100, right? You just go through that and I will give the link for that in my description for this US oil for the $100, and as well as the Euro New Zealand and Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar positional view also. I given the link in the description. I will give that link, so you just go through that for that my view correlated to my Nifty, how I'm analyzing, and that is my top secret for that crude. I'm just going from the past 2 years. I correlated that. So that is my success also. So once I see, once my stop got hit here, I didn't done anything. I know very well it is in bullish. Unnecessarily we need no need to touch in that sell trade setup, but it is in sell for the shorter term. But I'm not getting that wave structure what it is doing here. So what I did here is the big mistake here. I need to take the trade here because anyway I'm looking for the bounce. This is the confirmed trade setup as I explained that last week also. So I learned the lessons from that. No need to see whether from here there is a lot of options, but from here there is no option. It has to bounce. It bounced and my target in the buy side is got hit. But in that sell set trade setup, it's just a matter of 30 pips. I already did at 70 40, I think so. I explained that, right? 70 40 or something, whatever, and just 30 pips, and I already booked the small profit also in that, and that trade is also in my small profit trade, end into the small profit. I already did in 68.8 or 69.8 and booked the profit here itself, that I explained that. So now what I am expecting here is we are in the B wave. So simply I will explain that in the daily chart. So one ABC, sorry, it's a 1 2 3 4 5 structure is got completed, and again I expecting for the 50% or 38.2 retracement. If it break the high, and my bias is it may break, later onwards it will do that irregular flat formation how we did here. So this from the high, from this low, it took nearly one year for the B wave. This is A, this is the B and C. So the same thing, this is the 5-way structure is A. We are in the bigger P. from here it took nearly 1 year, right? So it may be around 6 months to 7 months I'm expecting here. So whether it could make one more high also to nearly 81, and if you retrace here, if you place the fib retracement here, and 1272 is nearly 81.4 something, so it can reach up to there how it did here. So like this kind of price action I'm expecting. So here it can do nearly 6 months to 1 year also. So later onwards I'm expecting to reach $100. That is a question mark. You just go through that my video, and then you can catch your path where it is going according and correlating to that nifty. But that is the question mark only. So let's hope, and we are going for that Bitcoin also, Bitcoin in Bitfinex. Yes, and here as per my here last I expected, right, one ABC is got completed. So whether this is a simple correction and it can shoot for the C wave, it can. Otherwise, if it is a bigger triangle, it can do a triangle. Otherwise, if what we expecting is a, so we can buy it here and making this as a stop loss. It can hit your stop losses, making the triangle or irregular flat also. But one thing we have to understand, where we are in the B wave. So whether the B wave is got completed or not, we don't know anything. But what we have to do, if you making this as a stop loss, you can just wait for that for the C wave. But it can do like this also. I have explained that. So making the ABC, and this A wave, this is the B wave, this C wave can do here also. Not only here. As per the book, it won't do. We can look for all the possibilities. It can be an irregular flat formation also. So this is my view. Wait for the beyond the B wave. So B wave has to something. It will give more consolidation zone, correction zone. So wait for that to structure to make. So one ABC is got completed. So whether it is a bullish or bearish in that triangle for that nearly 10 to 15 days also it can do. So next is we can move for the gold. Here I expected that same 1 2 3 4 5, right? So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So whether it is the 5-way structure is in that 5-way WXYZ like that, it can do. So ABC is a W. So this could be an X. So later on it's A, B and C. I am expecting from here again to bounce for the making this high to break this high, but may or may not, because if it did like this, if it breaks the low, it can go up to that 1640 also, and again it may bounce for this wave also. How we look the the previous one, that US oil, right? So like that it can do. So from here it can do like this C wave, but if it didn't break, there is a lot of chances to break the high also. But my view is it may break this low also. That is my bias. So don't follow me blindly until you don't know anything from the characters of that structures here, what kind of that B wave is making. Still it isn't. See, one ABC is connected means no need to break this low again. It did already here twice, 1 2. So now we are in the irregular flat formation. Whether it is going to be a running flat or expanded flat, and again one more downward is also possible, and it can break this also. But expecting this low to break, if you took a sell from here, it can do like this also. So placing the stop loss is very difficult in the correction part. So let's move on to the silver. Here I'm expecting 1 2 3. So whether if it is a fourth wave, I'm looking for this kind of price action here, and one more to the downside nearly $19 I am expecting. But compared to the gold, silver is doing very slow movement, and overlapping lot of things. So I'm not so aggressive in that silver in like the past, because we know we are in that B wave, bigger B wave. It is in act. So wait for that structure. Anyway, everything it is, we need to wait for the structure, right? All the paths in the correction, but it is in the downtrend. Gold is in downtrend, silver is in downtrend, dollar has to boom. So wait for that to clear. That is why I didn't update any chart. A lot of possibilities. If I did like USD JPY, lot of possibilities, right? Like this kind of possibilities I did, right? And I already did the profit, right? Only if you understand your strategy, then only you can make money. I am trying to explain to you how to use the Elliott waves to make money. That's it. And understand the wave formations and how I'm analyzing, and just explain all those things in educational series. And I already did the top to bottom analysis, the 3 part, everything. It is all the positional views, 11 part, 11a, 11b and 11c. You just go through that and you can come to a conclusion for all the past why I'm so bullish in the dollar. I may be wrong also. That is why I have already placed everything. It is in the positional stop. Positional stop I already placed. So let's move on to the final one is copper. Gold, silver, crude oil I finished. Bitcoin also finished. Yeah, I just check once again. US30, Bitcoin finished. Gold, silver, crude I already finished. It's a copper, right? So let's move on to the copper. So what I expected here, it can do like there, and one more high is also possible, but expecting this, the in no need to be in buy side, only if it comes here sell side. But what it did, deeper correction, right? So whether this is a ABC is a W or it's a X, so one more ABC to the high is also possible to break the high, this high, the previous high, and then this whole thing becomes A, B and C, and this is a B and C, and one more A, B and C. That's it, simple. Everything it is looked simple while analyzing, but applying in the market is very tough. I will just unhide all those things. It's too horrible. So here what I'm expecting, it can do one more low and one more high, so that will become the irregular flat structure in that ABC is A, ABC is a B. So here it's a B wave beyond that. So WXY I'm expecting. So the whole thing becomes A, B and one more C is also possible. So bigger picture, as I explained, you just go through the just 1 minute before that, and then you can come to what I said, what I explained here. Just unhide. So this is my view in copper. I'm expecting this, but everything it is in sell trend. I'm looking only for the sell trade setup. Australian dollar I already did, New Zealand dollar I already did, and I already have said it could be a deeper corrections also, right? So wait for that plan to trigger. Don't force the chart. That is my kind advice. So understand the structures and make the trade plan, and it has to come to your trade plan. Then you have to take a risk, and that only pay you. So this is my analysis for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I am so tired because I'm doing this as a second time, so I'm not so interested this time because it's a second time. So sorry for that and apologies for that, and we will see you in that next week analysis. And I already given the link. I will give the link for that Australian dollar, everything, the positional view. Just go for that, and about the crude and nifty correlation also. So have a lovely weekend to all, and a profitable month to everybody, and we will see you in that next week. Have a nice profitable week to everybody. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.